Good morning, everyone. So I will be the MC for the next session of the Data Creative Award. I'm really honored and pleased to be here. It's been a long time since I've been at the ICOM conference. I remember the old days at the ICOM conference starting in Berlin. So it's very emotional for me today. Thank you very much. First, I will do a first address. I work at Orange France. I am at the communication department, leading the digital and data. Just wanted to make a few words before actually going into the different presentation of the companies. From advertiser perspective, I wanted to speak about data serving creativity. Well, the digital and data revolution, this is something that everyone here in this room is actually driving. But as we know, and as people know, a revolution is perceived first as ridiculous, then dangerous by people, and then obvious. And the question is, where do we stand when we work in a big company? Because inside big organization like this, and Orange France is one of those organizations where it's very complicated and you have lots of people, more than 100,000 people across the world. I think 170,000 people are across the world and 80,000 in France. People are sometimes afraid of failure. And they forget the essence of entrepreneurship, which means, as Thomas Edison said, we don't fail. We just try 1,000 ways that do not work, and then we succeed. And I believe data allows a test and learn approach and is a change agent inside big organizations and brands. And the question is, how can we make all together have this test and learn approach, this entrepreneurship driven approach again, to succeed? Well, at Orange France, we try to do that. And we try to unite two opposite worlds, data on one side and creativity on the other side. We united them by an iterative approach. So we tried this in 4 sequences. The first was about trying to identify insight through data, then identify the right content, and that was said many times this morning, so I'm quite happy and relieved. Then trying to build stories, a storytelling, and of course, trying to measure metrics. That was the first time we tried this back in September. And the idea behind that was to reshape and simplify the Orange mobile offer. We had many offers, a great complexity, and we tried to do it as a simplified manner. So what we did is try to analyze customer data first in terms of insight, the first sequences. So we mixed different sources of data. We mixed first-party data, but also our data from our DMP, because we have integrated our own DMP, but also social listening. And we tried to mix, and in a hackathon mode, try to identify different insights and build a matrix. This matrix is actually mixing the different needs that we have identified of people. So for instance, I need a cheap, simple, and reliable mobile offer in the center with offers, terminals, services, and price. And trying to cross this, we come up with a combination of insights. That made us create and produce different creatives, so a combination of more than 100 creatives that we actually run and deliver throughout programmatic buying. But we also did a different story, a combination of storytelling. Because the question is, in terms of your sequences, how do you make the right sequence of storytelling and format and messages according to the audience? So we also did that. And that was a really first try. So it was complex because we did not automate the production of creatives, of display formats. At the end of the day, the global ROI was good for this first time. And it was very cumbersome for this first try. We increased our efficiency on this first try by 30%, which is quite low. But once we actually tried this, we actually made an incremental efficiency on the second try. And on third try, we increased this efficiency of ROI. Targeting, message, sequences, comparing a sample of exposed people versus non-exposed people allow us to actually try, fail, and at the end of the day, succeed by changing our processes and having an entrepreneurial approach. What's next? Continuous creation, creative at scales, data-driven storytelling. That's a transformation issue. This is something that we try very hard in a big organization where people are afraid of failure. But at the end of the day, my final word would be fail fast and carry on.